What's up, world? What's up, Zion? It's Prince Easy coming at you again once more, as usual. I do have a couple slides that I want to share with you in this fine day that we're having here. And of course, before we get to the slides, I want to issue a fair use disclaimer, right, for all the copywritten material that's going to be shared in this here video. Right, so yeah, let's dive into it, right? So, what's up with India? The same thing I would ask Kenya. Why are these tech bros so infatuated by you? Is it that you have like what do they say? Less monitoring, right? That's what they say, right? Less regulations. That's what causes the technology to boom. Is it the case? And of course, more on the so-called Lebanon-Israel ceasefire. As you can see, it's a one-sided situation. As long as Hezbollah stops attacks, how about Israel? In fact, there is mention that they did not even mention Israel in the documents. Ready to step in? Well, we shall see how they're gonna step in, as they say. Well. Quite familiar. We're not surprised. Under strain, they say. Or is your demand for compliance not being followed? Is that strain all about? Well, they got more headlines down the line, we shall see. Right? Headlines like this, right? They had a whole meeting, and in that meeting they had to vote on either if they're gonna give us assistance or loans or whatever that is. Well, it is what it is. It's your money, you decide what you want to do with it, but never use it against us, just so you know. Earlier this month, Reuters revealed that French authorities were examining whether an alleged small campaign against a smear campaign against three mayoral candidates from the left-wing pro-Palestinian party La France in Somalia, I don't know, ahead of much carried out by an obscure Israel forum called Black Hole. Look at that. Colonialism and interventionism playing back at you in real time. This is spectacular, if you ask me. On top of him threatening Cuba, now he's calling the whole campaign in Iran and the one who oppose it unpatriotic. Right? How far is Iran from the United States? I don't know. But hey, what do I know about geography and geopolitics and stuff? You are unpatriotic. This is what your president has said. Okay. Revolutionary Guard, pertaining to the last thing we had, last slide we had a couple of visuals from Kuwait and Bahrain. Our investigation have shown that our forces did not fire any missile at the passenger terminal in Kuwait Airport. The destruction of the passenger building at Kuwait Airport was a result of an error in the American Patriot systems. Ooh, it's getting spicy. Netanyahu, the end of the Iranian regime is disappearance from the world. Right, and we will help achieve this goal. Help, emphasis, we will help. It's not our thing, right? We are helping somebody else accomplish this. Okay, we will help achieve this goal, right? This goal of wiping out the Iranian regime from the face of the earth. Okay, and it will no longer threaten our existence. Now he's taking responsibility and then outsourcing at the same time, right? You see these spells these people keep cursing. Right? So what? The America is gonna do the heavy lifting. Well, we shall find out, won't we? Khamenei, we were able to thwart the enemy's plot. We will not back down from our position on Israel. The leader of the Revolutionary Guard Republic, Mr. Mustafa Khamenei, affirms that a homogenic system that has created a military base called Israel, and stresses that Iran will back down from the positions towards it, right? Humiliated enemy shifting to hybrid war after military defeat, right? Of course, as we have been seeing in a few days, right? Right? They don't know how to stop. They don't know when to stop. That's the problem. Yeah, they should return. Okay. Well, we are gonna need some of these, right, for the military and some for rescue. 4 of them to be precise, for now at least. That's my suggestion, right? One for firefighting, another one for rescue, 2 of them for rescue, and 1 for military use. Huge capacity of carrying. Well, what is Google up to? Well, consolidating, right? Or rather, as I used to call it, narrative control, right? Now they want their search engine to pick and choose from all of the sources that are around the world, to pick and choose and to put forward the supposed best source for the information one is trying to inquire from the interweb, right? And people are fighting it. They are saying that it will ruin the internet, as it will determine where the traffic goes, and truly. But I'm to ask, isn't ChatGPT and all of these services doing the same thing? Right? They are not. Most of them are not sourcing information from just anybody. No. They have pre-approved sources, right? And of course, it's all about the narrative, right? What are they trying to make people believe about a certain situation or phenomenon, right? And of course, Mark Zuckerberg, this is what he thinks of his employees, right? Recently defended a program to employees, telling them, what program are they talking about? Well, the type of program that he peeps and look at, not rather he, but the AI logs in everything that they do on their machine, right? Program an employee telling them that watching really smart people do things is the best way AI models can improve quickly. The average intelligence of the people who are in this company is significantly higher than the average set of people that you can get to do tasks, right? This is from a leaked audio. So of course his employees are gonna be like the first like the house Negroes. We're just the Negroes on the field, they are the house Negroes. They get to do to us what they have been done to them, right? So there isn't any innocent party here. Researchers, right, they are using AI powered worms now, right? This new thing. Before you know it, there's gonna be some new AI antivirus, right, which can deworm your systems, right? But again, at this rate, the best a country like ours can do is be extremely dangerous on the offensive when it comes to these type of things. Right? Because as they say, right, these worms adjust and adapt to anything that is thrown them that is throwing them off their intended goal, right? But again, right, gain of function research. Can we even call it that? Well, this guy, well, I think we should be all careful about these individuals that just pop out of nowhere, right? So this guy recently went and sat down with Tucker Carlson, and he was talking about safety and how you can possibly be hacked and all of this, right? The same paranoia that the elites wants us to have, so as we can look up to them for solutions, right? So if you listen to this video, you get the impression that the only people that would attack Americans are the Chinese and the Russians. That's the premise of the video. I mean, step aside and really listen to what the guy is saying. Is that the truth? Is an average American under threat from Russia or China? They're trying to create a narrative, and that narrative is leading to war. Because they have it figured out, you know, what comes after this. They have it down to a plan and everything. But don't fall for it. Well, the fall guy knows that he's gonna fall guy. So he's also shifting blame to the military people, right? Not sending our best. That means we did not win because we did not have our best. Yeah, the shoes were not enough. Hmm? Hmm? You can read for yourself. What type of consequences are we looking at? Are we gonna break the blockade in Gaza? Are you gonna do that? If you're not gonna do that, then we are really not interested in this showmanship, because that's what it is. The people of the world are not united enough. So, yeah, tearing and everything is gonna occur. Hey, look at that. We did not really see this coming. We were surprised. We were shook that this happened. We did not see it coming. It just came out of the blue. You know, what do they expect from acknowledging the Somaliland people? But yeah, now they're being caught in the crosshairs. And let anything pop off over there. We shall find out. Nancy Pelosi, this witch. The American people stand with the Ukraine when we stand against Russia. Okay. Good job, I guess. Snubbed by the West, Tanzania courts Putin. Western backlash. Yeah, still operating. Is putting Europe's far right. The European Commission does not, or the European Union does not consider Russia to be Europe. They don't share the same values, right? As in the words of von der Leyen, the same Kabbalistic Jewish lights, right? They don't share the same values, right? Yes, it is true. So these three people do not belong in the same picture, right? Two of them do, but come on now. This is a coping mechanism now. Right? Them peoples were shook when the Taliban pull up in Russia. Just waiting for the headlines. As they say, Rubio is gonna step into the Ukrainian war, and this is how they are stepping in to the Ukrainian war. Right? This is some crazy work. Well, the Subi shop did a good job, right? Talked about a lot of things, important things, on most importantly how they view us, right? Because how they view us then determines how their policies, right, towards us are, right? And they just view us as, a resource to be exploited and discarded when inconvenient. If that was not enough. So what? I think you can now safely say that if you are Jewish, you are protected from everything. You can literally do anything in this world and be protected and shielded. That's quite attractive, ain't it? Well, those are the short updates that I had for you on this fine day that we're having. Like I said prior. So, yeah. We shall see how everything goes. But same old, same old. And then, would it be crazy for us to expect different results? Yes, it would be. So yeah, I'm gonna put a pin on it right there. And we're gonna see each other when we see each other. Thanks, Easy. Signing out. Love you. Bye.